Hafaday and Buenas. Welcome to the IIAAG Championship Showdown here at the UOG Fieldhouse, brought to you by Clutch Guam and KUAM TV8. We are just getting through the first set of warm-ups here with about 5 minutes left on the clock here, and we just wanted to get a quick overview of what Coach Eddie Pelkey has for his predictions on tonight's game. If you're just catching us now, my name is Nick Santos, and I am joined by former head coach and basketball super fan, Mr. Eddie Pelkey. How are you tonight?
Woohoo! I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Excited to be here. Excited to be here with Clutch and KUAM. We got a great game going on tonight. I had an opportunity to speak to both coaches right before the game started. It helps when you're a previous coach. And, for the Guam High side of it, I asked Coach Reggie, I said, hey, you got like 3 or 4 key points that you think that you need to do to find success in this game. And his answer was quite simple. He said that all we need is attitude and effort. He wasn't concerned about X's and O's, offense, defense. He said, I just need my players to give the proper attitude and effort. That's been his mantra all season, and he's hoping to lean on that tonight. Point guard Alcantara comes back tonight. And that's given them a big boost over the last couple games. For FD, Coach Yee, he basically, they want to rebound. They want to be able to rebound the ball. This is one of the few teams in the league that do match up size-wise and have a little bit more athleticism than they have. So they want to ensure that they can rebound well. They want to limit their turnovers and then run the floor. And then when they run the floor, they want to convert those to easy baskets. So the long athleticism of Guam High versus the tenacity of FD, we're in for an exciting matchup tonight.
You know, FD's usually the bigger team coming into most matchups. How do you think Coach Jimmy Yee's going to approach this second matchup tonight with Guam High being the undersized team for the, one of the rare opportunities in the league? FD's the smaller team.
Yeah, and that was one of Coach Guerrero's concerns as well. Although they may be a bigger team, one of the things about FD is they play very positionless. Their 4 and 5 men are able to handle the ball and play in the perimeter, and those are some areas that he's a little concerned about. On the flip end of that for FD, that's where they can take some advantages. Noah Tenorio, Noah Cruz, they're bigs, they're able to handle the ball. Hell, sometimes they even play the point guard duties. So it's going to be a great chess match to see.
And they also have no problems playing above the rim.
For sure, both teams. I mean, Cam Bradley, Jake Newell, both of those guys, they can take up some space. FD has some high flyers as well. Melo Romero, of course, as we know. Backstory coming in here, coming from Guam High, transferring over to FD. There's probably a little bit of a little added motivation maybe for Guam High, and maybe a little addivation for Melo as well to kind of, get something he's been achieving for a while.
All right, well, we got more than a minute and a half left over here until we get into the introductions and the start of the game. And it looks like it's going to be a showdown. I think the shooting of FD is going to play the biggest role in tonight's game. Yeah. They got to come out hot. They got to come out shooting. And fortunately enough for Coach Jimmy Yee, he has enough firepower on his bench to go deep with shooters.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he's been leaning on that all season long, but, this is a new gym. I hope he's had some practice, and, shooters, they get accustomed to where they play. So, for sure, if those shooters can get off, it's going to be a long night for Guam High.
1 minute left here on the clock, and the teams are already convening at the benches, talking last-minute strategies, getting the starting lineups all worked out. And we'll get right back to you in about 45 seconds. And we're back. It's tip-off time here at the UOG Fieldhouse. If you're just joining us, we are live watching the IIAAG Championship Showdown between the Father Dueñas Friars and the Guam High School Panthers.
Tonight, your Guam High Panthers will be in the away black uniforms. Your home Father Dueñas Friars will be in the white uniforms. Your referees for tonight's matchup, Mike Rosario, Ernest Aquino, and Spencer Steffi, the prettiest ref in the game.
And your starting lineup for the Guam High Panthers is number 2, Aaron Johnson, number 21, Jaden Newell, number 12, Zay Ward, number 5, as you mentioned, Judah Alcantara back in the lineup at point guard, and last but not least, Cam Brantley, number 4, the backbone of this Guam High team.
Your starters for the Father Dueñas Friars are number 1, Noah Tenorio, number 3, Noah Cruz, number 24, Phil Gorell II, number 14, Tobias Kitagwa, and number 4, Melo Romero. And here we go, folks, for the IIAAG Championship.
Melo wins the tip, but tips it over to a Guam High player. You know, it might be important to mention Melo was on the Guam High team last year.
Yeah,
made the transfer over to FD.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, there might be a little added incentive for both of these guys, both Melo and his opposing team.
Melo goes up for the rebound, gets some contact, falls hard. Noah Tenorio no good from about 17 feet. Try to find his rhythm early. Guam High moving the ball around. Cam Newton finally getting his first touch. Shoots a baseline jumper. And it's good. Guam High goes up 2-0 early in the first quarter.
Guam High looking in a 2-3 zone right now.
Noah Cruz wide open 3. Can't get it to fall.
Ward in the perimeter. Cross to Brantley. Out of bounds off Newell, FD basketball. Obviously a lot of emotions, a lot of butterflies to start this game. First bucket by Cam Brantley. FD, 2 3-point shots to start.
This is by far the biggest crowd both teams have played in front of in all season long.
Yeah, beautiful venue here at the UOG Cowboy Fieldhouse.
Tobias Kitagwa moving the ball around. Noah catches it inside. It's a quick deflection. Cam Newton with the reach, and Noah hits it out. There's that new three-quarter press we talked about from FD. Not that effective on the first try.
Pretty obvious that Brantley is
Brantley with the smooth move, but an air ball.
Yeah, pretty obvious he's going to be the offensive focal point tonight.
Oh, he's taking all the shots for the Panthers this far. Noah Tenorio wants the ball down low. Number 2 for Guam High, Johnson with 2 quick early steals in the first 2.5 minutes of this championship game here at the UOG Fieldhouse.
Ward with a drive to the basket, gets denied at the rim by Romero. Tenorio will rebound.
Got both Noahs directing traffic.
Got him.
Guerrero with the deflection.
Yeah, FD a little stagnant with the ball against that 2-3 zone right now. They're holding the ball a little too long. Against any type of zone, there's 2 ways you can beat it. You can start shifting it side to side and develop some gaps, or you can drive and collapse them and then force them to sprint out to the perimeter. Right now, FD holding the ball, just allowing the zone to move slowly.
Coach Jimmy E switching up the offense here. He Made a quick call to Noah Tenorio to change it up here. Cruz goes all the way. Melo there to clean up the trash.
He's made a living around the rim there all season long.
That trademark rebound and back up. Coming into the game, we already knew Melo was going to be the factor, if not one of the major factors in tonight's game.
Yeah, for sure.
What game he's able to have tonight.
He's just a big body around the rim, and if you don't keep contact against him at all times and give him opportunities to get those easy putbacks, second chance opportunities for FD, it's going to be a long night for Guam High.
And then you got the big time role players from FD who come in, they just get the job done, play defense, play with some grit, and end up being the leading scorer by halftime. Case in point, Alfred Leon Guerrero Jr.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I think FD has a little bit of a depth advantage. How Coach Yee uses it tonight will be interesting to see.
Noah Tenorio finds a double team going left, hits the spin up and over for the two. FD up 2 points here with 4 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Newell misses the two, gets his own rebound. Melo there to get the block and recover the ball.
Yeah, you can see Romero's playing with a different edge today.
He wants that trophy. Romero with 4 straight points for FD. Checking into the game for FD, we got Colin Baker, number 15, Jared Coe, number 20, and the sleeper, Alfred Leon Guerrero.
Yep. Guerrero, Kitagwa, and Tenorio checking out of the game right now. So FD immediately going to that bench. They seem to have some momentum swinging their way, going on a 6-0 run here in the last 2 minutes.
You know, Alfred being a senior and a role player, he's got to have the mental capacity to come in the game and make a big difference. And I think he's ready. Baker goes up, looked like an offensive foul, got the shot to drop and won.
Yeah, you know, that was the point of emphasis in high school this year was, you know, taking charges underneath the rim. Looks like referee Spencer Steffi says he was falling back before the contact was initiated. That's why it was a blocking foul.
Foul is on number 2 from Guam High, Aaron Johnson.
Tenorio back in the game for Romero. Baker at the line trying to complete the 3-point play. He's got Friars are up 8-2 with a little over 3 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Romero takes a breather with half of FD's points in the first quarter. Brantley goes to the hole, out of control. Can't get the layup to fall. Colin Baker
making his presence felt early in this game. And bad foul by Coe. You know, as a coach, you know, you want to be aggressive, but those fouls kill you. You got momentum going on your side, and then you make a cheap little hand foul about 60 feet from the basket.
Well, you know, this is Jared Coe's time to learn. He's a freshman. This is a big game. I've watched most of the FD games coming into this championship game, and I must say, this is to be expected from Jared Coe. He's got a little bit of nerves. You know, he wants to just go out there and do a good job. He's always aggressive, always high energy. This is to be expected from a high energy player to get an early foul.
Yeah, for sure. But still, as a coach, it kills you, you know. Johnson kills his dribble up top to Ward. Ward drives and kicks. Johnson for 3, no good. Off Johnson, FD basketball. Guam High struggling right now against FD's man-to-man defense. They're not.
Yeah, you know, we talked about that role play. Alfred Leon Guerrero knew he wasn't going to get the rebound, but just got in there in the mix just to get in the way and force a turnover.
Yeah, those are the stats that you don't see, that aren't on paper. Tenorio gets rejected by Newell. Johnson in transition. And a foul.
Looked like a travel. Spencer wants a blocking foul.
Johnson to the line.
Friar Nation in the house.
Yep, Friar Nation right now on the side that Guam High is shooting on. That's going to be tough. It's great to see these high school kids experience that type of environment. Johnson misses the first of two. Johnson misses the second free throw, but Newell with the offensive rebound and a foul. Fouls on number 11, Alfred Leon Guerrero. Newell makes the first free throw.
Newell makes a rare free throw.
Romero back in the game. He's been FD's focal point in the first half. Him and Baker, I believe, have all 11 points, with Tenorio's 2.
Newell with the brick. Cruz with the rebound. Tenorio pushed the ball up. Ball gets tipped around. Alcantara comes up with it. Races down the sideline.
Ward for 3.
Off the back of the iron. Cruz with another rebound.
Baker loses it.
He was looking to shoot.
What a pass by Cruz.
Touchdown.
Timeout, Guam High.
FD goes up 13-4. Late rally here in the first quarter. 1 minute and a half to go. We'll be right back.
IIAAG Calvo Fieldhouse. Live, IIAAG championship game action between the Guam High Panthers and the Father Dueñas Friars. 1:30 left in the first. FD up 13-4. Guam High with the ball.
Guam High was within 4, keeping a steady pace, and FD just took off in the last minute.
Yeah, Guam High, some poor shot opportunities, poor transition defense. Johnson between the 3.
Johnson breaks the press, finds some room, goes up and under for the 2. Guam High fans liking that play. Tobias Kittigwa with the kick out to Baker for 3. FD is on a run.
Baker 8 points off the bench to lead the team in the first quarter. Turnover by Ward.
Cruz finds Tenorio up front, gets going downhill, misses the layup off the front of the rim. Wanted the contact.
Brantley a little wild on that shot. Guam high ball. I mean, excuse me, FD.
Yeah, you know, he went up off of his right leg and then tried to scoop it with his, also with his right hand, which is kind of hard to do, just body positioning.
For sure.
.25 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. FD wants the last shot.
Yeah, and this is that positionless. Noah Tenorio, the starting 5-man for FD.
Dribbles through traffic, gets up top.
Yeah, he's a tough matchup, man. He's got the size of a big, but the handles of a guard. Zone man, he's a tough matchup. When he wants to play, he can be as dominant as anyone in the league this year.
Friar Nation chanting MVP. Wish I could remind them it's only the first quarter. A lot of game to play.
A lot of game to play.
Tenorio drains the free throw to complete the and one. Gets the strip. Baker with the bad pass into traffic to Alfred.
And Cruz with a cheap foul towards the end of the quarter. You know, Alcantara's going down out of control already. All you got to do is just keep him running in that direction. No need to swipe down and give him a little bit of momentum at the end of the quarter.
I think the foul was called on Colin Baker.
Alcantara makes the first free throw.
Guerrero checks into the game for Noah Cruz.
Tenorio with the heave to end the quarter.
And we'll be right back. IIAAG championship action here from the UOG Fieldhouse. And we're back. If you are just joining us, we are at the start of the second quarter in the IIAAG championship showdown between the Father Dueñas Friars and the Guam High School Panthers. In the lead is FD, 19-8 after a late first quarter run. Colin Baker leading that run with 8 points off the bench.
Yeah, FD only had 3 players score in that first quarter: Baker, Tenorio, and Romero.
Jacob Regis gets his first touch on the ball in the game and turns it over.
Then Leon Guerrero fouls Ward.
Leon Guerrero with the hustle play, can't get the ball, stay in bounds. Coach Jimmy E pulls all his shooters. Not too sure what the strategy is here. Alcantara to the hoop, throws up a prayer. Can't get it to go. Regis controls and pushes the ball up for FD. Leon Guerrero finds a lane. Gets fouled at the hoop. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, very interesting lineup for FD this year. It's not a lineup I've seen all season. You got Guerrero and Regis as your shooters. No true point guard. Tenorio can handle most of those duties. Leon Guerrero, nice drive to the basket. Leon Guerrero makes the first. Substitution in the game for FD. Noah Cruz coming in for Regis.
Some confusion on defense from Regis, as Coach Jimmy E instructs his team that we are in a man-to-man defense.
And Leon Guerrero with another foul.
Loose ball foul, I might add. I'm not even too sure how far that is from the basket, Eddie.
Yeah, FD with 2 quick fouls right now. 7 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Last thing you want is to get into foul trouble and stop the clock, especially when you got momentum.
Yeah, I believe that's Leon Guerrero's second. Him and Baker both with 2 fouls right now.
Shout out to the parent chat. They got a wager going.
I hope I win. A lot of contact down there. Ward throws it out to Alcantara, steps on the line. Another turnover by Guam High.
Alcantara able to find control, but not control of his feet.
Yeah, Guam High right now really struggling offensively. They can't find any type of easy opportunities. FD's defense being real stingy right now, clogging up the paint, chasing them off the three-point line, and challenging shots close to the basket.
Noah Cruz with a nice pass inside to Noah Tenorio. Can't find the bucket. Looking for the contact, Eddie. Alcantara tries to bank from the corner, can't get it to go. Cam Brownlee with the rebound and the putback. He brings Guam High within 10 with 6.5 minutes left to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Guam High switching to man-to-man defense right now. They're looking to just isolate Tenorio on the post.
Here comes the double team. Melo with the offensive rebound, tries to put back, no good. Nua with 2 defensive rebounds in 1 possession. Alcantara directing traffic. You know, FD with the obvious advantage on the defensive matchups should be able to get some stops here in the man.
Yep, they got Johnson in trouble right now. Another foul by FD. Being a little too overly aggressive. You know, you got a 10-point lead. You got momentum a little bit in your favor right now. Now you got 3 team fouls, 2 more team fouls, and you're going to give Guam High a chance to score some baskets without the clock moving. Oh, looks like Newell might be hobbling a little bit. He's been nursing an ankle all year long.
Calls for a sub.
Coach Guerrero using a 30-second timeout to try to buy him some time.
You know, I like Coach Guerrero's approach to fashion as a coach.
Yeah, man, I love Coach Guerrero, period, man. I've known him for a while, since he was in the middle school ranks. You know, he's bringing accountability to Guam High program right now. Reestablishing a new culture, and, you know, maintaining a sense of professionalism.
I like this, the tie and the long sleeve. I'm digging that. Lucky the game's not in the jungle.
Yeah, he'd be sweating a lot. We go to the same barber, though. .549 left in the second quarter. 20-10. Father Dueñas on top of the Guam High Panthers. Just a stat to point out, FD currently has 3 team fouls, 2 more, and Guam High will be shooting free throws. And we still got well over 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Bad decision by Ward.
A little miscommunication there on offense. Not characteristic of a team that just came out of a timeout. I'm not sure that's the play that coach drew up. I'm willing to bet all the money in my pocket that's not the play he drew up.
Definitely not.
It's not a lot of money, but I'm still willing to bet it.
Tenorio drives to the basket, gets fouled, goes to the line for 2. Great crowd tonight. Come on, Nick.
Great crowd. Shout out to UOG concession stands.
And the Guam High cheerleaders.
And cheer guy. There's one.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of that these days, huh, Nick? We don't, you know.
I mean, not on Guam, Eddie. At the college level, I think you'd find it more.
Yeah, you know, Guam used to be real big on cheerleaders back in the 90s, early 2000s, and basically into the mid-2000s until, you know, the Far East tournament decided not to invite Guam teams. And I think that just kind of killed the cheerleading program because the Far East cheerleading competition was always held the same time as the boys basketball tournament.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah. When I was in high school, I used to always like to watch the cheerleading competition.
You know, Eddie, I wasn't aware that FD had a cheerleading team in the competition.
But we didn't. I was watching other teams compete.
Oh, okay. I've only been to Far East with St. Paul's, and we were too small a school to have a cheerleading squad.
I think FD will put a great cheerleading team together, though. I think we'll do real well.
Baker hits the deck off the rebound. Looked like a travel. Referees want a jump ball, and it's going Guam High's way.
Yeah, Guam High sticking around right now. FD a little stagnant on offense. This is where Guam High can make a little bit of a run. Guam High already in the bonus. FD with 5 team fouls with over 5 minutes to go.
FD holding steady here with the 10-point lead with 5 minutes and 23 seconds left to play in the first half.
Yeah, Guam High has a great opportunity right now. They're shooting 2 free throws every time FD fouls them. If I was Coach Guerrero, I'd be telling my kids, hey, everything's going to the rim. We don't want to settle for shots like that. We want everything going to the rim.
Cam Brantley with the air ball from the baseline and the crowd letting him know.
Romero with the foul.
Should have been an easy offensive rebound.
About to check into the game for Guam High for the first time. Rye Johnson. Ward misses the first. Rye Johnson in for Alcantara. Ward about ready to put up the second of 2. No good again. Rebound Romero. Tenorio pushes it up the middle. Kicks out to Baker. Baker was the hot hand in the first quarter. Tenorio got away with travel. Romero goes up. Johnson and Brantley challenge him, and we have a foul. Fouls on Rye Johnson, who just checked into the game. Number 20, Jared Cove, also about to check into the game for FD.
Tough call there, man. Mello went up 1 on 2. Looked clean to me.
Yeah, those 50-50s go either way, you know, but...
Might have been some contact we can't see from this side.
But the ball don't
Ball
lie.
never lies, Eddie. Ball never lies. Jared Cole checks in for Guerrero. And David Del Carmen seeing some minutes in this first half here.
Yeah, Del Carmen in the game. I spoke to both coaches before the game, and I asked them if you could have one X factor that, you know what you're going to get for your main guys. You know how consistent they're going to be. You know what they bring to the table. What a beautiful move by Brantley. But you know what your key guys are going to bring, like what Bradley just brought. But I asked Coach Yee, I said, hey, if there was one guy that could make a difference and turn the game, he said David Del Carmen almost instantly. We'll see if he can do that. Momentum seems to be shifting towards Guam High side right now.
Tenorio gets hacked on the way to the basket. Ball goes out of bounds. Ref calls it Guam High. FD's got to be careful not to pick up any unfortunate fouls here. Johnson likes the midi from the top of the key.
Coach Yee doesn't like what he's seeing. 30-second timeout. Brantley back-to-back buckets, cutting the lead to 7, little over 4 minutes to go. I mean, that's a great shot by Brantley, but again, you're in the bonus. That's a contested jump shot. You know, again, if I'm Coach Guerrero, I'd be telling my players, look, we got to go to the rim. We got to get everything going to the basket. Everything going to the basket. Get a chance to get fouled. Get a chance to get on the line. Get a chance to score some points without the clock moving. That's how you catch up.
And Guam High cheer team showing some strength here with a couple back handsprings from the male cheerleading section of Guam High.
Yeah, I mean,
very impressive.
It's obvious the cheerleading squad is just as athletic as the basketball team.
Very impressive.
FD basketball right now. Little over 4 minutes to go. FD nursing a 7-point lead. Momentum seems to have shifted to Guam High right now. FD's been stagnant on offense this entire quarter.
Jarrett Cole calls for a screen.
Johnson foul, a little over aggressive.
You know, this is what Jarrett Cole does good. Draw the defense, get some fouls, get some baskets.
Aaron Johnson, the fastest guy in high school, with the steal, but
not turnovers, Jarrett, not turnovers. I didn't list turnovers. Aaron Johnson with another steal. As Guerrero checks in, Jimmy E wants Jarrett Cole to think about that. A little bit of sloppy play here halfway through the second quarter. As Tenorio tipped it to Mello. Mello tipped it to Tenorio.
Yeah, number 10, Matt McNair, checking in for the first time. He seemed to be a bit surprised that that pass was coming to him, wasn't expecting it. Had a great opportunity, saved it. Brantley almost made an unbelievable play out of it.
I don't know if surprise is the word I would use, Eddie.
Brantley tried to draw the charge there. Tenorio with a nice step through. Tenorio has all FD's 5 points in the quarter. Johnson, a little wild. McNair, another turnover. Tenorio comes up, pulls it back.
Newell checking in the game for Guam High. I'm willing to bet he's coming in for McNair.
Melo Romero get up high for that rebound. Brantley, open court. Oh.
That was a monster rebound, and Brantley was looking to get out on the open floor.
A little wild right now.
Guerrero recognized, though, and he went for the ball. Smart move on Guerrero.
Yeah, both teams a little helter-skelter right now. Need to settle down, need to run some offense.
As Coach Jimmy E goes to his notes. I wonder what he's got written down there for timeouts.
Getting ready to check into the game for Guam High, number 5, Alcantara, along with FD's number 5 for the first time, Phoenix Borja. Phil Guerrero the second at the line for the first of 2 free throws. And he makes it.
Phoenix Borja has had an interesting season for the Friars this year. Was seeing a lot of minutes early in the season, and then not too sure what happened. He kind of faded out towards the middle of the season there, and then he's making some comebacks now. Getting more minutes in these big games.
Yeah,
happy to see it.
Yeah, he's a sophomore. You know, it's underclassmen getting big minutes in a moment like this. It's he needs to find a way to contribute somehow. Brantley with the rebound.
Mello was there.
Brantley got away with a double dribble.
Brantley with a rare takeaway in the air. Mello dribbles the ball out of bounds. Just had a little too much momentum going out of bounds there.
Yeah. I mean, he's trying to will his team. He's doing everything he could possibly do to keep his team in the game right now. You know, again, FD with only 6 second quarter points. Let's see what they can do to shake this Guam High man-to-man. Guerrero with the turnover. You know, this late in the season, you can't be making those silly turnovers like that on the perimeter.
Aaron Johnson finds some room.
Beautiful drive. Ward was not expecting that pass. Could have been an easy two-point opportunity.
Johnson found some room. Should have just went straight up.
FD right now going a lot of one-on-one offense. They really have no structure of anything they're trying to accomplish. They're just trying to go one-on-one, see if the defense can collapse and then kick out.
Here's the hybrid three-quarter D we saw from FD. As you were adding is new. And not sure if it's effective at this point in the game, Eddie. Brantley broke right through it.
Well, it's pretty obvious Guam High is prepared for it. But again, here we go. Cruz finally gets a bucket, but you know, FD's coming down and they're breaking very rarely any passes and just going one-on-one. We'll see if they can continue to do that for the.
Well, Cruz picked up the dribble. The pass. Oh, Brantley goes to the hole. Over LaMelo with the quick lay.
Coach Guerrero with a great adjustment against that three-quarter press right now. Let's see if Coach G stays in it. But again, trying to go one-on-one. Ward gets out in front, out to Johnson.
Johnson with the travel.
The other
doesn't get the
Johnson.
call.
Ward with the rebound. Brantley for 3. I think Coach Guerrero would have loved that possession back. Settle down, pull it back out. You got momentum. Again, another one-on-one drive.
Oh, Noah Cruz has got the mismatch on Aaron Johnson. Obvious mismatch. Colin Baker for 3. Air ball. Mello finds a rebound, goes up, gets fouled. And he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah,
Colin Baker with a rare miss from the corner.
And that was probably the cleanest look he's had all night. Been a tough minute and a half for both teams right now. A lot of players with hands on their knees. Boy, they're giving everything to tonight. Getting ready to check back into the game for FD in the last minute. Tobias Kittiqua. Romero makes the first free throw. In the game for the first time for Guam High, 23, Braden Flynn. He comes in for Rye Johnson. Rye Johnson giving some quality minutes to Coach Guerrero right now. Guerrero makes both free throws. FD back up 10.
Coach Guerrero needs someone other than McNair. Come in and get some points off the bench for Guam High, who's had a highly ineffective bench this far. LaMelo with another rebound. Gets a strip by Brantley. Goes up. And Tenorio draws the charge.
Great job by Tenorio. Standing in, taking the contact. One of the rare charges taken by FD this year. Shout out to Friar Nation with the court maintenance.
Can always count on the FD boys.
But again, FD just staying, just straight. Trying to go one-on-one. Great challenge by Ward. Tenorio with the foul.
Oh, they called Tenorio with the technical foul.
Yeah, Tenorio's been chatting with the officials all night. I guess they finally,
Well, it looked like an aggressive challenge. I'm not too sure if he touched the ball as it went off the backboard. Would it just constitute as a goaltend? Not a technical foul.
No, we'll see. We'll get clarification of the referee once they come back to the table.
There's the call.
Technical foul on Noah Tenorio for slapping the backboard. In National Federation High School, the rules that are being played, if you are not making a play at the basketball and you slap the backboard, it is an automatic, unsportsmanlike technical foul.
Friar Nation shouting overrated as Cam Brantley gets ready to shoot his free throws here.
Slapping the backboard is a administrative technical foul, which means Coach E will not have to sit the rest of the game. Brantley misses the first.
Is that the seatbelt rule, Eddie?
So anytime like a coach or it's a non-admin tech, if a coach gets a technical foul, he has to sit down for the remainder of the game. He no longer will be able to stand up. But because it was an administrative foul, meaning it wasn't while live play was happening, he still gets to maintain his standing privileges. Brantley missing both free throws, squandering a great opportunity for Guam High to get even closer. Alcantara back into Brantley. Brantley denied by Cruz.
Cruz picks up the loose ball. Finds Tenorio, bring it up the court. FD settles into the half-court offense again, spreading it out.
Yeah, but again, they're not really executing anything in the half court. They're relying on one-on-one play right now.
10 seconds left on the clock here.
Tenorio gets the matchup he wants. And scores. 2 seconds. Oh, Kidego with the heads-up play. And that's
Kidego with the steal. Tries to get the putback, but couldn't get it to go. Had a little too much momentum. And the score is 31-19 here heading into the half, and you are watching live action from the UOG Fieldhouse, a IIAAG championship showdown between the Guam High Panthers and the Father Duenas Friars. And the Father Duenas Friars lead going into the locker room. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 1 Here we go. Heard they tryna steal away, cut it out, spicy mommy's on the way, bust it down, so mama she let away, I put it out, talk to me nice, show you what you really want, pipe down. Here we go. Heard they tryna steal away, cut it out, spicy mommy's on the way, bust it down, so mama she let away, I put it out, talk to me nice, show you what you really want, pipe down. Here we go. Heard they tryna steal away, cut it out, spicy mommy's on the way, bust it down, so mama she let away, I put it out, talk to me nice, show you what you really want, pipe down. Here we go. Heard they tryna steal away, cut it out, spicy mommy's on the way, bust it down, so mama she let away, I put it out, talk to me nice, show you what you really want, pipe down. Here we go. Heard they tryna steal away, cut it out, spicy mommy's on the way, bust it down, so mama she let away, I put it out, talk to me nice, show you what you really want, pipe down.
We are at halftime here of the IIAAG Championship between the Father Dueñas Friars and the Guam High Panthers. We have a treat for you right now at halftime. We have President of the IIAAG, Terry DeBow. Terry, thanks for joining us this evening.
Thank you guys for joining us this evening. Thanks for filming this.
Excellent, excellent. Hey, so obviously we're getting towards the end of third quarter right now.
Yeah.
IIAAG's obviously got a lineup of fourth quarter sports. Can you give our viewers at home what to expect in the fourth quarter? What kind of sports we got coming up?
We got some exciting stuff going on right now. Well, the IIAAG, we've changed our format in golf and tennis, so we're doing more of a tour style where we do tournaments and do the best cumulative score to determine the all-island athletes. It's giving a lot more people an opportunity to play. We have JV tennis now, and we've also added mixed doubles. As you know, beach volleyball is coming to an end. This weekend's a big weekend with a lot of championships. Next quarter, we have girls soccer, but this is really a new development. People are going to enjoy. You're going to see the island playing together now. All the schools are going to be joining in the GFA League. So it's an interscholastic GFA high school league for girls soccer, which will be a first after many years. Long overdue, and I mean, everybody's excited for it. I'm hoping that this is going to be something that we can foster with the other sports as well. So we start seeing the other teams coming together again. Of course, I'm a proponent of interleague action, a strong proponent of it. There's ways to do it, and I'm hoping that we can work it out together with the two leagues and have our sports come back together again.
That's awesome. I'm super excited to hear that the island will be played together under one umbrella, and I think that could potentially be a model. I mean, it's no secret that, you know, everyone's still a little disappointed about the island still being a little separated. And you had mentioned it a little. Maybe you can allude. I mean, you can talk a little bit more about it. Do you think that would be the model? Do you think maybe having a third party come in and kind of run the sport, and then having the IIAAG and ISA kind of participate in that under the umbrella of the federation per se? Would that be, you think, a feasible model that we could do across the board for the island?
Yeah, quite frankly, I mean, there's a lot of different ways of doing this. I think that in the case of GFA hosting this league, bringing us together, that's one way. For example, GRC, Guam Rugby Club, they host the rugby league. Of course, it's through ISA, but at the end of the day, you have an organization that runs it, the federation here. So I see that just being one alternative. Another way to do it is, for example, with basketball and volleyball, two of the big sports, is to do interleague, whereby we used to have two leagues. You used to have the North and the South with the Hadza and the Taga divisions.
Right.
Instead of having that North-South, we do it with IIAAG and ISA, basically 6 teams, or however many teams we have. And then come down to, maybe reach a climax where you have a 4-team playoff. 4 of the top teams meet in the end for playoffs. That would give everybody a lot more games, and we'd be back to what we were before, really. And I think that's what I'd like to see happen with both the leagues, and for volleyball and basketball in particular. ISA's been doing a great job with football. We have I don't think we have any issues. Baseball, wrestling, girls softball, and then track and field is coming up, and we enjoy participating in their league.
Girls softball got an exciting matchup coming up this weekend.
There's been some, the matchups this year and seeing some of these upsets have been fantastic. So I see that the schools overall are all developing. I think it's a good thing that we're coming together.
Yeah, us at Clutch Guam and KOM, we would be remiss to not congratulate you on a very successful coaching career in wrestling. I think you've given the sport a little over 40 years.
Yeah.
And on behalf of Clutch Guam, on behalf of KOM Sports, we just want to offer our congratulations, our thanks.
Thank you.
How are you handling retirement?
I'm gaining weight.
Job, but how are you handling retirement, not filling in that 3-month gap now?
I'm gaining weight, and I got to find myself exercising a little more because I'm losing it right now. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the younger groups coming up and new coaches coming in. Consistency is important, and I'm confident that the new coaches coming into FD are going to be able to do a great job.
Excellent.
All right.
Terry, we thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure, man. You guys, great job.
Again.
Thank you, Clutch. Thank you very much, Eddie. Thank you for helping us out.
No problem.
Good night.
We'll be right back and start a third quarter. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the IIAAG Championship game here at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse. Third quarter action just about ready to start. Father Dueñas Friars with a 31-19 lead over the Guam High Panthers. My name is Eddie Pelkey. My partner, as always, is Mr. Nick Santos, and we will be with you for the second half of this exciting game. FD with a shot opportunity, a miss, rebound by Alcantara. Brantley now, who's been their main focal point, passes up to Johnson. Johnson on the wing to Ward. Ward back into Brantley. Brantley against Tenorio. Tough shot. Tenorio, great defense. Tenorio at the backdoor look to Kittigwa. Beautiful. Mello blows the layup, gets the offensive rebound, and gets the putback. Guam High with another tough break. 4-point swings have been the theme all game long. Brantley with the drive and the basket. Also another theme the entire game. FD, team offensive rebound. Kick out to Kittigwa. Extra pass to Guerrero. Guerrero with the 3. FD coming out strong to start the second half here. 5 quick points in the first minute of the game. Johnson to Alcantara. No, thought about it. Rejected by Mello. Romero keeping it himself. Romero again misses the first one, is able to get his own rebound and put it back in. Father Dueñas with a 7-2 run to start the second half. Brantley drives against Tenorio. Basket no good, but he does draw the foul.
And we're back. Sorry to leave you lonely there for a few minutes, Eddie. There's some backup in the bathroom.
I wasn't that scared. I was able to go on my own.
There was some backup in the bathroom. Thankfully, the bathroom's not backed up. It was
That's
just a
always
long
good thing.
line.
It's always a good thing. Shout out to the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse staff for putting together again a wonderful venue. Brantley makes the first free throw.
Shout out to Mr. Doug Palmer and his staff here at the UOG's Fieldhouse.
Cruz with the wild shot. Brantley a rebound. Brantley goes 1 against 4. Basket no good, but does get the contact. Again, Father Duenas fouls early and often. Brantley back to the line for 2 free throws. In order for Guam High to get themselves back in the game, they're going to need to find some other offensive scorers right now besides Brantley. He's single-handedly keeping them in the game. Brantley finally makes a free throw. 38-24 FD.
6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. As the Father Duenas Friars look to be finding their groove on offense.
Brantley missed the second. Tenorio with another rebound. Kitagua, air balls a 3, uncharacteristic air ball by Kitagua. We have a kick ball. Ball will stay with Guam High.
The nerves are flying high here tonight of both teams.
Yeah, you know, both teams, you know, they're not used to playing in venues this big. We got a great crowd on hand tonight. Johnson trying to stay away from the trapping zone. Throws to Newell. Cruz, good defense. Out of bounds. Ball will stay with Guam High. You know, Nick, when we were in school, we didn't get an opportunity to play championship games in a facility like this. In fact, we didn't get an opportunity to play any type of playoff games. It was king of the hill. You had the best record at the end of the season. You were the champion. And I don't know about you, but that left me a little unfulfilled as a player.
My senior year, we actually did play a championship game. You know, and I think the difference, Eddie, is that we had longer seasons.
That's true.
We weren't playing, if we played each team twice, that was a 16, 17 game season going into what would be a short playoff.
Great. I love playoff basketball, games that matter. You know, it's records don't matter anymore. It's just who's the best tonight. Melo Romero, tough drive against Brantley. Brantley holding his ground. Rebound Newell.
Well, Melo got the contact there off the jump, but tried to throw it up anyways.
Guam High able to withstand the early tide by FD. Alcantara goes inside to the wing to Ward. Ward against Romero. Back out to Brantley. Brantley for 3. Tenorio another rebound. He's got a head of steam getting downhill. Again, Tenorio getting a little too cute. Gets his own rebound and scores. Offensive rebound seems to be the theme of the second half right now, Nick.
Checking in for the Friars, we got number 22, David Del Carmen, Jarrett Cole, and AJ Leon Guerrero, the second. And we got the formidable number 10, McNair, checking in for Guam High. Brantley finds some room, gets all the way to the hole.
Yeah, weak, no help side defense for Father Duenas in that possession. I'm interested to see how much more Brantley can keep up with this. I mean, he's exerted a lot of energy trying to score points to keep Guam High in the game.
Got his work cut out for him as FD maintains a steady lead with 3:31 left to play in the third quarter.
Quarter going back fairly quickly right now. We haven't had a foul call in quite a while. We haven't had a change of possession in quite a while as well. Johnson with the shot, no good. Ball off Romero. Ball will stay with Guam High.
Bunch of subs.
Kittigwa, Tenorio, Romero coming out of the game. Cove, Del Carmen, and Leon Guerrero replacing them. McNair and Rye Johnson coming into the game. Oh, Brantley getting a breather. Critical moment right now for Guam High with Brantley on the bench trying to catch. He's winded. No, misses the 5-footer, gets his own rebound, goes back up, gets fouled.
Alfred Leon Guerrero standing his ground and gets called for the foul. Newell will go to the line and shoot 2 for the Guam High Panthers.
Yeah, Nick, we got a great look at Brantley from up here, and you know he's winded. He's tired. He's talking to Coach Guerrero right now, trying to figure out something they could do to kind of ease it a little bit, I'm pretty sure. Coach Guerrero being very emphatic, continue to be aggressive, continue to be aggressive. Absolutely excellent coaching by Coach Guerrero. I'm not going to repeat half of what he said. Absolutely excellent.
He's encouraging Cam Brantley to get his attitude in check here and get back in the game and lead his team.
Turnover again. Cove turns the ball over on the sideline, the freshman. Rye Johnson over to Aaron Johnson. Aaron Johnson, the fastest man in high school. Over to McNair. McNair up. No good.
Gets blocked by David Del Carmen with the piece. Jarrett Cole comes up with it. Del Carmen to the rim. Del Carmen, one of the hardest players in the league to stop once he gets a full head of steam and up in the air.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Changes direction, able to take the contact, very shifty.
Oh, almost a great acrobatic shot by Ward there. Oh, another turnover. Jarrett Coe struggling a little bit with the ball in his hands.
Jarrett Coe, very uncharacteristic butterfingers here.
Andre Abante looks like he's coming in for the freshman. Abante checks in for the first time. Ward with the ball to bounce. Rye Johnson, the right wing, drives to the basket.
Andre Abante checks into the game for FD. Baker left wide open.
Oh.
Nails the 3.
Defensive mistake by Guam High. Best shooter in the game right now. You leave him wide open for a look.
Well, Aaron Johnson came screaming over from the corner, but to no avail.
And a travel by Rye Johnson.
Number 0 for Guam High.
When Brantley came out of the game, it was 40-28. We're at 45-29. FD extending their lead a little bit more at this point.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, Eddie. I'm spying on the bench here a little bit on Guam High and trying to see what Coach Guerrero has to say with Cam Brantley here. Not really showing any signs of wanting to go back in the game here for Guam High.
McNair with a 2. Yeah, looks Brantley looks disconnected right now. There he goes. Aaron Johnson, Cam Brantley coming back in the game. Del Carmen attacks, gets fouled, he goes up, he's gonna go to the line for 2 free throws.
Minute 27 left to play here in the third quarter. FD up 45-31 as Cam Brantley gets ready to check into the game here. Needed a little push from his teammate Aaron Johnson as the coach directed him to check in the game. And Carmen misses the free throw. FD staying aggressive on three, and Cam Bradley throws the ball away.
And there's Del Carmen again. Coach Yee said he could be a difference maker, and right now in the third quarter, he's... Bradley gets fouled in the drive. Del Carmen making his presence felt in the third quarter. If I'm counting right, he's got 6 points in the quarter. Crowd starting to get a little anxious right now. Now Contra steps on the sideline.
The foul was on number 15, Colin Baker.
That's Baker's third.
Minute left to play here in the third quarter as FD looks to slow it down and try to get a last shot opportunity here. Never mind.
A lot of contact. Memorial taking advantage of a mismatch.
Oh, Noah taking advantage of a new defender in the game. Number 13, Kwesi.
Out to Brantley. Brantley for three. No good. Tenorio with the run out. He's got Del Carmen ahead of him. He keeps it. Brantley with the block. Off Tenorio. Unbelievable defensive play by Brantley, chasing down the streaking Tenorio, blocking the shot right back to him out of bounds. Guam High with the ball.
Extraordinary effort from Cam Brantley on that play. Only problem I see with Guam High is they need about 3 more Cam Brantleys.
Checking in for the first time, Caden Guerrero.
I'm sorry, who?
Caden Guerrero, 32. Tenorio with a big rejection.
Calls his own number, gets it back.
Kwesi Anigay with the shot attempt. Tenorio sends it to about the third deck. "20 seconds to go in the third quarter. FD holding to a very comfortable 18-point lead. Guam High needs to spark offensively right now. Brantley's been doing all the damage. Rye Johnson to Caden Guerrero.
More accurately, Rye Johnson to Hayden Guerrero's feet.
Not the best pass.
Playing a little bit of dodgeball here at the Guam High Panthers.
Or soccer.
Coach Jimmy E directing traffic.
Tenorio already had a mismatch. Not sure why they wanted to. Uh-oh. Brantley with the steal. The prayer goes over. End of the third quarter. Score is 49-31. IIAAG championship action. Live action brought to you by Clutch Guam and KUAM. We'll be right back.
Heard they tryna steal away, cut it out, spicy mommy's on the way, bust it down, so my watch she let away, I put it out, talk to me nice, show you what these mini roll, whoa, pipe down.
And we're back with live action here from the UOG Fieldhouse. IIAAG Championship Showdown between the Guam High Panthers and the Father Duenas Friars. The Father Duenas Friars holding steady here, 49-31, as we look to start the fourth quarter. And looks like everybody's ready. Refs are signaling some of the players to tuck in their shirts. Okay, we got a bit of cheering competition going on here in the background.
I told you, FD, we can cheer. Brantley being aggressive. Oh. Guam High has to be able to get some offense from somebody else other than Brantley. Brantley has single-handedly carried the team the entire game offensively. And right now, if they can't get anything offensively from anybody else, FD's going to run away with this.
And David Del Carmen picks up the defensive foul on Cam Brantley. Will go to the line to shoot two. Oh, here we go, Eddie. Guam High Panthers male cheerleading staff getting ready to throw down some back handsprings here, looks like. Maybe might throw in a backflip or two.
Looks like he's waiting for the free throw to happen. Come on, Brantley, you got to make this. I want to see what it's about here. There you go.
Okay, makes a free throw, and we got a backflip. Okay.
Standing backflip.
Standing backflip, all right.
I'm going to go out on a limb, Nick, and say that the FD cheerleader will not be able to do that.
Oh, David Del Carmen tries the reverse. Yeah, he definitely won't be able to do the backflip, but he will try. And Tobias Kirigua tries to draw the charge.
Yeah, but
a lot of contact.
He had turned the other way, too deep under the basket.
Oh yeah, he was almost out of bounds, Eddie.
Yeah, Kirigua's got to be smarter than that. You know, he's that deep. Let him go. All you're doing is giving Guam High a chance, catch their breath right now. It seems like the depth that FD is wearing. Coach Guerrero, although he's gone about 8 or 9 deep, has really stuck with about 5 or 6 men as his primary rotation. Well, FD continues to bring in fresh body after fresh body. Kirigua Del Carmen going out, Cole and Leon Guerrero coming back in. Guam High with their starting lineup that they had to start the game.
And Tobias Kirigua looks like he might have taken a little bit of contact on that last play, gripping his left elbow pretty tight there.
Yeah, Brantley's not a small guy. Luigi, turnover, Brantley in the open
Johnson
court.
with another steal.
And a foul.
And Jarrett Cole gets Brantley on the way to the basket. And Jimmy E not liking what he sees. He wants a word with Jarrett Cole.
Yeah, I don't think he heard him. So Brantley going back to the line again. So Brantley back to the free throw line for 2.
Guam High trying to stay in the game, looking to make a comeback here. Unlike some of the parents that went out at halftime. Just decided to stay out there. Shout out to the parent chat.
Unfortunate. "28 seconds into the fourth quarter, and FD already with 3 quick team fouls."
Not even 30 seconds.
I sound like a broken record, Nick, but if I was Guam High, I'd just keep attacking the basket, going to the free throw line, try to make these free throws. Ward goes the other way. Haven't seen that in a while.
That's the first time I think I've ever seen that, Eddie.
Tenorio tries to get Leon Guerrero, the fastest man in high school. Aaron Johnson says, no way. We'd like to give a shout out to Paul Terlahi, one of 73 brothers that went to Father Duenas. Coach G wants to talk about it. 30-second timeout.
49-34 left. 49-34 is the score here in the fourth quarter. And we will be right back.
Heard they tryna steal away, cut it out, spicy mommy's on the way, bust it down, so my watch she let away, I put it out, talk to me nice, show you what these bitches about, whoa, pipe down.
And we're back. If you're just catching us now, we are live with championship showdown action between the Father Duenas Friars and the Guam High Panthers. Live here at the UOG Fieldhouse. Shout out to KOM Sports and Clutch Guam for making this all happen. I am Nick Santos, and I'm flanked by my homie and my friend and occasionally teammate, although he doesn't like to pass me the ball, Mr. Eddie Pelkey. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing absolutely great. You know, since I retired from everything basketball, beautiful out-of-bounds play. Great out-of-bounds play by
You know,
FD.
as the coaches would say, just as we talked about.
Yep.
Or just as we practiced, right?
Great execution by FD there. Great set to come out.
You know, Eddie, it looks like FD's going to wrap things up here with 7 minutes left. I mean, a lot of basketball to play. But there's something I wanted to bring up, being that FD's up 51-34. You know, there's a few things that could happen here that could help shift things in Guam High's favor. And I think one of those things is possession, right? Possession is key. Now on Guam, only in FIBA action do we implement a scoreboard. Johnson with another 2 off the board, pushing the score 51-36. What do you think about the scoreboard being implemented at least a high school level of basketball? And what would that do to affect the game? You think it'd be a positive effect or negative?
Well, I think the scoreboard is already there. It keeps the score. But if you're talking about a shot clock, then yes.
I'm sorry. Shot clock. I'm sorry.
I think a shot clock will be
I'm
great
sorry.
for high school basketball.
I'm trying to ask you questions and watch the game at the same time. And Noah Tenorio just went over the top there to Melo for a nice off the backboard and one as he goes to shoot to complete the three-point play.
Since back in my coaching days, I've been a big proponent of the shot clock. You know, historically, sometimes you run into games like this. I mean, in all reality, FD, if they choose, they could just stand and hold the ball and force Guam High to come chase them around for the next 6 minutes. And for me, that takes a lot of the fun out of basketball. It takes out a lot of the integrity of the game out of basketball. I mean, if you're going to hold the ball for 30, 40 seconds, that's one thing. But if you hold the ball for, you know, minutes at a time, you know, when you're up this much, that's tough. And, you know, a shot clock, I think a 30-second shot clock in high school, I think it'll be great. I think it'll make them for more exciting games. And just be an overall good thing for high school basketball in Guam.
That's a 30-second shot clock with a 15-second reset?
Probably. You could do 14 as well, but yeah. 30 with a 15, I think that'll be fine. I think that's a great way to, you know, to, like I said, generate a little bit more exciting action. Not that we're not having an exciting game tonight, but.
Johnson calls his own number, goes coast to coast for the reverse lay, and pulls the Guam High Panthers within 13.
And it's the man-to-man defense again. Guam High shifting back to the man-to-man here. Cruz again trying to go, but FD just, every time Guam High goes to that man-to-man, they just try to go one-on-one. Brantley attacks again, gets fouled.
You know, Eddie, he's not really doing anything special. Just his size and his ability to get up and over defenders makes him really hard to stop.
Yeah, but you know,
when you miss your layups, makes you even easier to stop.
Right, but the problem with FD is they're waiting for Brantley in the paint. They're giving him a full head of steam, coming down 60 feet, and then meeting him in the paint and then thinking that they're going to attempt to draw a charge or challenge his shot.
Stop ball early.
Brantley's way too good to meet him in the paint. You got to get him as quickly as he gets the ball. Force him to go a little bit faster, force him to go out of control, and then send your weak side defender over to just take a charge or even just attempt a shot clock. McNair coming in the game for Newell.
Newell hit a rare baseline jumper.
Flynn back in the game for Ward. Brantley's first free throw brings Guam High back to within 12. Looks like Ward may be cramping a little bit here. Brantley makes both free throws. Tenorio, long look down to Baker. Baker wisely pulls it out.
Yeah, Baker's not one of those players you want sitting alone anywhere on the court.
McNair ties up Tenorio, jump ball.
Good effort by McNair.
Brantley with the steal on Cruz. And another foul.
Not sure what that call was. Fouls on Colin Baker.
Brantley making a living at the free throw line. He's been there so often, Nick, I'm not sure he's going to go home tonight.
FD Friars must be in the double bonus by now.
2 free throws from here on out for Guam High, and as I've said at least 27 times, this is how Guam High can get back in the game. Attack the basket, make some free throws, catch their breath.
Well, Guam High going on a rare 6-0 run here to bring the score within 10.
Still a lot of time, Nick. Still a lot of time.
As FD look to make a quick run. What?
Timeout, Guam High, Reggie Guerrero. Momentum seems to have shifted again. 53-44, FD nursing a 9-point lead, just over 5 minutes to go. IIAAG championship action brought to you by Clutch Guam and KOM. We'll be right back. And we are back here, IIAAG championship action, live from the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse, brought to you by Clutch Guam and KOM. 53-44, Father Duenas with a 9-point lead over the Guam High Panthers. FD with the ball. Del Carmen with an offensive rebound. A fight
Big
underneath.
rebound.
Looks like Del Carmen was stepping out of bounds. Guam High gets the ball back. Brantley right now, the focal point on offense.
Del Carmen, the big steal, throws it away.
Poor decision by Flynn. Tenorio wisely slows the ball down right now. But again, FD, they're just looking to go one-on-one. Looking for the mismatch.
Del Carmen finds some room. No good, and he'll go to the line and shoot too.
Yeah, Del Carmen right now. Looks like they got mismatches all over the court. You got Aaron Johnson guarding Noah Cruz. They're trying to expose that in some low post action.
Yeah.
Del Carmen with the first free throw gets the lead back to double digits. Some competitive nature right now between the Friar Nation and Guam High. Brantley misses one at the rim.
Noah Cruz sends McNair's shot off the backboard.
Brantley disappointed himself. He knew he should have had that. He definitely knew he should have had that. Coach Guerrero looks like he's calling for full court. He wants to start picking up full court man. Guerrero brings up the left side. Johnson again. He's letting Guerrero know, you can't beat me.
I'm gonna guess Johnson has at least 8 steals on the night, maybe more.
Out of bounds, stays with Father Duenas.
You know, if the shot clock does get implemented, does that fall on the league to get all the facilities up to standard? Or does that fall on each individual facility?
It goes to each individual facility, and I think that's one of the biggest things that we have is, you know, Bradley got away with a carry and gets the layup. But, you know, I mean, it's, some schools may not want to budget and put in.
This is the closest we've seen Guam High come in the past 3 quarters as they pull within 8 of the Father Duenas Friars here with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter.
Romero coming back in the game for Kittigwa. Brantley with another steal. One-on-one with Del Carmen. Del Carmen fouls him. Brantley going back to the line again. Cam Brantley already with 26 points here tonight. He has shot 14 free throws in the second half alone. Going to the line for 2 more. He's got a chance to get Guam High within 6 or 7, the closest they've been since halfway through the first quarter. Makes the first. I'm sorry, folks, I stand corrected. Brantley with 31 here tonight. Free throw on the way. Still at 31. Oh, steal. Another jump ball. Possession to FD. 7-point
Not sure how
game.
that ended up as a jump ball as Brantley threw it off the backboard.
I think they called the tie-up before he was able to release the ball.
Guerrero almost loses the handle.
Travel.
Finds Mello wide open, goes to the rack.
Romero got away with a travel there. Romero, now he's starting to cramp. You know, Nick, cramps are 100% on players. How you avoid cramps? Again, as the great Ray Tapasna says, drink water.
Drink water. I don't know if that's a cramp. Looked like he might have rolled his ankle there.
No, he was grabbing both his calves. Romero talking to the crowd a little bit, then misses a free throw. Alfred Longuerel getting ready to check back into the game for Romero. Romero doesn't seem to like that he's going to get taken out of the game. 55-47, just over 3 minutes to go in the final quarter of this AA championship game between the Father's Friars and the Guam High Panthers. FD nursing an 8-point lead. McNair nearly throws away again. Johnson does. Up ahead to Del Carmen.
Del Carmen don't miss when he gets up near the rim.
Yep, Johnson.
FD leads by 10.
Brantley to the rim again. Tenorio with the foul. Brantley, we're ready with 31 points in the game, going to the line for his 17th and 18th free throw attempt of the second half alone. Friars, Noah Tenorio picks up his second foul. Brantley misses the front end of the free throw. Maybe a little bit of fatigue, Nick?
Most definitely fatigue. Takes a lot of energy out of you to have to go to the hole most every play. Stay tuned after the game as we will be interviewing some key players in tonight's game. And as the FD Friars prepare to raise the championship trophy.
Still a lot of game left, Nick. 9-point game, still not out of the woods yet. Del Carmen
and travel by Del Carmen.
Good defense by Ward. Romero quickly back into the game for Del Carmen. Johnson with the turnover, Tenorio with the steal, keeps it himself. No good. Tenorio gets his own offensive rebound, goes back up and scores. Brantley brings the ball up the left side, looks to attack again. Tenorio with another foul.
Brantley literally going 1-on-5.
Yeah, at this point, he's got no choice. I mean, for nearly 30 minutes, he's been the main offensive focal point. He's been the one attacking. He's got over 30 of Guam High's 48 points right now. And, you know, as I mentioned early in the third quarter, Guam High is going to need to get some offensive production from some other players to have a chance at this game. Brantley makes the first free throw. Cam Brantley right now, the heart and soul of this offense. He's about to put up his 20th free throw attempt of the second half. Romero with a shot, no good. Offensive rebound by Leon Guerrero. FD 61, Guam High 50. Brantley looks to attack again. No good on the shot attempt. Tenorio with the rebound, gets a run out to Guerrero. Nice pass to Leon Guerrero. Leon Guerrero
with the acrobatic reverse.
Timeout, Guam High. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. FD pushing the lead back to double digits, 63-50. Coach Guerrero calls a timeout to talk about it. Live action of this IIAAG Championship game brought to you only by Clutch Guam and KUAM. We'll be right back.
There you go. Heard they tryna steal away, cut it out, cut it out. Spicy mommy's on the way, bust it down, bust it down. So my watch she let away, I put it out. Talk to me nice, show you what these bitches about. Whoa, pipe down. Don't tease her, never leave her. Got to drop, man, 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 got to drop, man. We.
And we are back as the FD Friars look to close things out here in the IIAAG Championship Showdown against the Guam High Panthers. During the break, I don't know if you missed it, we had a little bit of a cheer showdown again between the Friar Nation and some of the Guam High parent cheer team. As Alfred Leogro picks up another steal.
Cruz.
Had Noah Cruz wide open. Would have been a nice throw down to seal the game.
And Guam High throws the ball away.
Contra steps on the line
The
as he
Panthers,
loses the handle.
a little deflated right now. I think they sense the end is near. They were in it. They got it to within 6 with about a little over 3 minutes to go in the game. Romero in the key, nothing. Brantley again, full head of steam. I'm going to guess he's not going to pass it. Circus shot, fights for his own rebound, goes back up and gets fouled.
Looked like a clean block on top by Mello, but he might have got some contact on the hips.
You know, Nick, it's hard to it's hard to ignore that. Again, Romero transferred from Guam High to Father Dueñas this year, and chance to win a championship. You look at the score of this game, it's 63-50. You know, a little tough to overcome in the last minute, but you can't help but think what could have been if Mello stayed at Guam High.
And LaMelo looks like he's got 5. Oh, Alfred has 5. Alfred Leongro checks out of the game for FD and fouls out with a tremendous effort on defense. Really a key role player here with the Friars.
Senior. Brantley going to the line again for, I don't even know how many free throws he shot already.
You lost count?
Too many.
Fatigue definitely playing a factor here.
Yeah. Brantley makes 1 of 2. 63-51, just over a little minute to go. Romero throws the ball away to Johnson. Brantley back up, no good. Romero with the rebound. Out to Bamagat, Isaiah Bamagat, first time in the game. I was about to say, got away with a travel, but referee Ernest Aquino sees
Travels
that.
right in front of coach, and Jimmy Ian wants a timeout. We'll be back right after this.
And we are back live from the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse, IIAAG Championship Boys High School Basketball between the Father-Dueñas Friars and the Guam High Panthers. The Friars right now up 63-51, just a little over 40 seconds to play. Cam Brantley takes it in against two defenders and gets fouled yet again.
Well, Eddie, if he made half his free throws, I think Guam High would be in the game right now.
Yeah, you know, but you can't blame the kid. The kid's carried a heavy load all game long. You know, he's played his heart out. He's sucking wind. He's got hands on his knees. He's trying to will his teammates. He's doing the best he can to keep him in the game right now. Unfortunately, he just hasn't had much help. Brantley should be approaching something close to 40 points at this point.
Brantley connects on both free throws.
Guerrero got away with a double dribble.
There's all 5 Panthers players on him. And Ray just gets fouled. I'm sorry. Abante gets fouled. 30 seconds left here on the clock as we look to close things out at the IIAAG Championship Showdown here between the Father-Dueñas Friars and the Guam High Panthers. Shout out to Clutch Guam and KUAM Sports, bringing you this live stream.
Bonte misses the front end of the first 2 free throws.
Special shout out to the staff tonight. We got Cam on the 1s and 2s. We got Kodo on the 3s and 4s. And we got Tori and Pia at scoreboard and 4th official tonight.
Alcantara for 3. No good. Del Carmen skies high. Can't get it. Johnson. Alcantara back to Brantley. Brantley puts the 3 up.
Gets it to fall.
Timeout. Timeout, Guam High. 12.6 to go in the game. They got it back to 7. I don't know, Nick. I don't know if they have enough time to get this. Looks like the Guam High Panthers may have just used their last timeout.
That's a lot of time for Reggie Miller. I'm not sure it's enough time for the Guam High Panthers, who have not shown any shooting prowess tonight.
I don't see Spike Lee here.
You know, sharp shooting is not a part of their game plan, the Guam High Panthers. So
Right.
I do not see.
But you also need you need an antagonist to antagonize someone to shoot and make 12 points in 12 seconds.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what Coach Jimmy drew up here in the timeout.
Guerrero taking the ball out for FD. Inadvertent, we look like, I think someone might have an air horn in here.
Del Carmen falls into a trap, and Brantley deflects the ball out of bounds.
Not sure if Johnson was trying to foul there or not.
Looked like Johnson was trying to foul, and Brantley actually came up with the steal. A little bit of confusion on what to do next.
Either way, it's FD basketball, 63-56. Guerrero taking the ball to bounds.
Brantley with yet another deflection.
Yeah, he's been all over the place, man. Definitely been the best player on the court tonight.
Abante shakes 2 defenders right into
3
each other.
2.4, Brantley fouled.
Sends the crowd going crazy. 2.4 seconds left to play here.
This is all but over.
in the finals.
.4 to go here in the fourth quarter. Clutch Guam, KOM Sports. We want to congratulate the Guam High Panthers on a very, very successful season.
What happened to your game?
To my understanding, they have not made a IIAAG championship game since 1999. Great job to Coach Guerrero, bringing them back to championship caliber opportunities here. 2.4, clock didn't run, and the little tip.
FD still staying relentless here on defense.
64-56. Brantley with the ball, throws up a prayer.
And that's the game.
Do it. The Father Dueñas Friars are your 23-24 IIAG boys high school basketball champions. Guam High put up a great, great fight, but unfortunately just fell a little short at the end.
Congratulations to the Father Dueñas Friars, and a game well fought by Cam Brantley and the Guam High Panthers. Stand by for some player of the game interviews as we look to wrap things up here at the live stream of Clutch Guam and KUM Sports.
Friar Nation on the court now. Played well today.
Yes, sir.
And we are back here, IIAAG championship game. We are here with Colin Baker, one of the unsung heroes of the Father Dueñas Friars. Colin, you are a sophomore. Coach Jimmy Yee placed faith in you, some trust in you, and right off the bat in the first quarter, you came through. You hit 2 quick three-pointers and got a quick 2 points. What does that say about the preparation and the work that you put in to be ready for a big moment like this?
I mean, I train every day. I at least try to get 400 shots in, but also the team. You know, we also put our free throws in. I feel like it's a good preparation.
Yeah, all season long you've been obviously FD's hottest shooter, and you came in and like I said, you proved it in the first quarter. The game, you guys just couldn't seem to put Guam High away. Every time it felt like you were about to run away with it, Cam Brantley showed up. Explain to us how difficult it was to guard him throughout the entire game.
Well, it was very difficult. Guam High they knew what they were doing, but you know, basketball is all about adjustments. You just have to adjust to it, see what they're doing, make the reads, and yeah, you gotta make the reads.
Yeah, so this is your first year playing varsity basketball. Obviously, you're finding success very early in this career. How do you look to next season now and build upon this, knowing that you got 2 full years ahead of you and more is going to be expected of you in those 2 years?
Well, just like last year, I'm gonna train. I'm gonna get my 500 shots in every day and just get better every day. At least 1% better every day. That's my goal at the end of the day, is to stay consistent.
Colin, excellent game, young
Thank you.
man.
Thank
You've
you,
done
Coach.
great. Go celebrate with your team.
Thank you, Coach.
Hang on tight, fans. We got Melo Romero coming to the game. Coming in right now. Melo,
Sir,
congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
You know, Melo, you came in and it's no secret. We know where you went to school last year.
Yes, sir.
And you came in here and you completely dominated the board on both of in the court in the entire first half and then towards the second half of the game.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? How motivated were you to take advantage of this opportunity that you haven't tasted before?
Honestly, I was just hungry for the first championship and being able to be here and play with my my brothers, and we got the job done.
Yeah, you have probably been FD's most consistent player throughout the entire season. What do you attribute that to? How do you maintain your consistency of your production that's been able to help your team be successful?
Always crashing the boards and always looking for the open teammates and playing good defense and trying to finish my best around the goal.
So obviously, you're one and done. This is your last year. How sweet is it to finally taste victory, to finally get that championship, what you've been yearning for these years?
It feels amazing. I never felt like this before, and I'm glad I ended out the year with a bang.
Congratulations, Melo.
you,
We
sir.
look forward to seeing what you
Yes,
do in
sir.
your future, man. Take care of yourself, young man. Boys and girls, we'll be right back. We're going to try to get Noah Tenorio before Noah Tenorio. We'll be right back after this quick break. Back, ladies and gentlemen, IIAAG champion Noah Tenorio joins us. Noah, you're a junior. You've been part of this team for 3 years. I know winning never gets old. How does this one feel?
Man, this one feels really great, man. All my team's hard work. You know, I couldn't have done this without my team. So, honestly, this is all about my team tonight. Me and my team worked really hard all season long. I tried my best to lead them and be their captain. I'm just happy it all worked out in the end.
Yeah, so you obviously have been the heart and soul of this FD team this season. You, Noah Cruz, we know what you're going to expect. You had this other guy come in by the name of Melo Romero. How much different did he make your team this year than the team you won last year that won a championship?
Melo is the hardest worker. Is the hardest worker on the FD team, man. He gets maybe like 15 rebounds a game, does all the dirty work as a big man. I never seen a big man dive on loose balls, and Melo was a really big factor in this whole season.
Today you also had another unsung hero, a sophomore, Colin Baker. He came in the first quarter and he played like he's been playing this game. He's been ready for this game all his life. How important was that to get that contribution from Colin to basically stretch their defense out, pull them out of that 2-3 zone so you could get a lot of the mismatch opportunities that you had?
I'm going to say without Colin Baker's threes and his threat to shoot the three-point range, I think we wouldn't have gotten that big lead in the first half. And without me scoring on my mismatches and Melo scoring his mismatches, that was the really important part of the game. So props to Baker, man. Love you. He's a great shooter, and yeah, he's very important to the team.
So, hey, man, you got 1 year left. You've obviously tasted success 2 years in a row. You have 1 year left. What do you expect to now? You guys got a big target on your back now. Back-to-back IIAAG champions. What do you expect going into next year?
Man, I just expect that, teams are going to come after us harder and harder each year. So, me and my boys and my team, we're going to put our heads down and just keep on working hard, Don't let the noise get to us. And, just whoever works harder wins.
Noah, you've been great all season long. We wish you the best. We look forward to seeing what you do next year, young man.
Thank you.
Viewers at home, stay tuned. We have head coach Jimmy Yee coming up.
All right, thank you.
sweaty. It's a little sweaty.
I look at you or look at that?
You look wherever you want
Oh.
to look, Coach. You're a champion. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Jimmy Yee of the Father Friars. Coach Yee, tough game tonight. Definitely a tough game tonight. Every team. You know, I asked Colin earlier, who was one of the players we talked to. Every time it seemed that you guys were about to run away with this, a kid named Cam Brantley said, hell no. How difficult was it for you to game plan to prepare for him tonight?
Oh, very hard, man. He's so athletic, so fast, and he could get to the rim anytime. And, man, he never gave up tonight. He played until the final buzzer. Super good.
You know, we had talked right before the game, and I'd asked you, I said, if you could put a finger on one player that could make a difference and change the game, the first name that came to mind was David Del Carmen. First half, he was a little shaky. But, oh, boy, that third quarter, it looked like he turned the game around.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? How did you know that he was capable of doing that?
Just the process, man. It's been a long journey, a few months, and he was ready. At first half, you're absolutely right. It was kind of a little shaky. In third quarter, man, he just stepped up and be aggressive, and he did what he needed to do.
You had another young player that stepped up in the first quarter, a guy by the name of Colin Baker, a sophomore. You know what I mean? You had a lot of confidence to put that first-year varsity player in the game at the beginning of the game and say, hey, you need to go out and stretch the defense. You know what I mean? Where did that confidence from Colin come from that you were able to plug him in and know that, yes, he's going to produce for us in these big moments?
That's where we go on these trips, man. The preseason help, the preseason clutch thing help, and he's been consistent, and that's the key. And I believe in him, and he believes in himself.
Back-to-back, you know what I mean? You got a good core coming back next year. What is it going to take for you to maintain the hunger of this team so that way you can be back in this same game next year?
We got great kids, man, and you know what? It's funny. They're hungry as themselves. So we'll enjoy this moment, and we'll talk about that one later.
Coach Yee, congratulations, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Take care.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to try to get Cam Brantley if we have an opportunity to interview him tonight. You know what I mean? So we got Cam. We just signaled him. He's coming over right now. Extremely high class for him to kind of talk to us amidst the defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, Cameron Brantley of the Guam High Panthers. Cam, I think I said your name every 5 or so seconds tonight. You were obviously the best player on the court. I know it didn't come up with the outcome that you wanted to.
Yes, sir.
But talk to us about how important it was for you to kind of stay focused, to continue to be aggressive, and give your team a chance to compete.
Yeah, like my coach said, I couldn't do it without my team. You know, like making like bad passes and like not going like taking like bad shots. It's just all about the next play and it's all about trust. That's all it's about. And really, like when I'm like driving, that's just like to get free throws because I know I make my free throws. It's just no pressure. And I trust my teammates, for sure.
Yeah, you went to the line, I believe it was 26 times
Yes, sir.
in the second half alone, and I believe you made at least 19 of them. You know what I mean? Where does the confidence come in that, hey, if I don't get that, I'm going to step up to the line and I'm going to knock these two down?
To be honest, it's a lot of stuff what people don't see, like when I'm not doing, like at school or like even in the gym. Like I'm just shooting a lot, like maybe like 1,000 free throws a day. One misses, I got to make until I don't miss.
Awesome, awesome. So obviously, you know, you've been here a while. This
Yes,
is
sir.
your last year. You came this close, you know what I mean? Tell us about the whole experience of your basketball career here on Guam and how you're going to take some of this with you as you move on to the next level into your life.
You know, my first year, I was a little like confused about how like the whole island stuff because I didn't know I was coming here. But like, to be honest, it was just no pressure, and I had a lot of people like doubting me and saying I wasn't that good. But I took a pass in 2 years, and now look at me now. We made it to the championship, all of us, and it doesn't just take me; it takes the whole team.
Yeah, like I said, you were obviously the best player on the court tonight. I'm not sure, I don't have the official scorebook, but you had 31 points at some point when the fourth quarter
Yes,
started,
sir.
and you definitely went to the line. Looking forward, you know, now that you're leaving your brothers at Guam High, what kind of advice would you give to them to say, you know, to kind of help them say, hey, you guys coming back next year, it may take a little bit more to get over the hump. What would you encourage them to do? How would you help them get ready for that opportunity in the future?
To be honest, all I can say is hard work beat talent, and talent doesn't work hard. That's all I got to say.
Yep. You know, I talked to Coach DeGrail right before the game started. He mentioned that the mantra all year for you guys was attitude
And effort.
And there was no doubt today that you gave that attitude and effort day in and day out. It's been a pleasure to compete against you when I coached, and it was an absolute pleasure to put what you just a beautiful game tonight.
sir.
Again, I'm sorry you fell a little short, but man, be proud of the effort you have. Be proud of your team and the season you had. And Clutch Guam and KUM Sports wish you the best in your
Thank y'all, bro.
season, man. Boys and girls, and this concludes our coverage of IIAAG Championship action live here at the UOG Calvo Fieldhouse. Congratulations once again to the Father Dueñas Friars, repeating as champions of the IIAAG League. We look forward to bringing you more live sports here on Clutch Guam and KUM Sports. Please follow Clutch Guam and KUM Sports on social media to find out where we'll be next. On behalf of my partner, my buddy, my pal, Nick Santos, this is Eddie Pelkey, and we are out.
We out. Thank you, Eddie. Biba Friars, Biba Guam basketball.
Heard they tryna steal away, cut it out, cut it out. Spicy mommy